Hey, welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday and we're getting a fair amount of snow here. We got about 3 inches so far, and I think it's supposed to taper off later today, but then Friday we're supposed to get anywhere from 12 to 24 inches from Friday to Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm up here at the garden. I'm just going to clean off the greenhouse hoop house and try to keep it snow free so it doesn't get too weighted down and get all saggy. The greenhouse is somewhat shielded by these trees up here above it, but it still gets a pretty good load on there. As anybody who saw our last year's winter saw how much snow gathered on top of that thing. It was really, I'd say there was probably 1.5 feet on there at one point. I have a little bit of kale left, so I think I'll bring some kale down to the chickens. Hi girls, you want some kale? Want some, big girl? Alright girls, you're on your own. I've got the door open to the jungle run out there, but they took one look at that snow and said, no thank you. None of them have gone out there to explore. Poor girls. You need some special attention there, Freddie. Want a bite? Want to try some? There you go. The Holzhausen, the mighty Holzhausen, has been built again. And then I've got the little one next to it. I did get the roof on there. I don't remember if I did a video showing that, but yeah, I got that all put together, so that's nice. That's wood for next year. And then I still have another Holzhausen to build down in the backyard from the trees that we had cut down. And there's trees up and around the corner and up the hill at our other property that I still need to cut and chop, so a lot of firewood around here. But sure is beautiful up here when it snows. Yesterday I had an episode with one of the squatter thieves, scary people up on the hill, and the guy's dog came after me. And I had my pepper spray. I didn't spray it, but I just held it out, and I had my umbrella because it was pouring rain, and I kind of pushed the dog back, and he got all excited and came over and told me I better not touch his damn dog. And I said, you know, hey, your dog is coming at me. And he got all mad and started pumping his fists and was like gonna punch me and dancing around, and he finally just walked off. So just when I came back to the cabin after that, I just was really deflated, depressed, whatever. It's just depressing when I have to deal with these people. But the funny thing was, 2 of our friends right down the road, Steve and Ann, they have a cabin up here, and they happened to be up here. They had, I think it was Ann's sister was here and her husband. So I'm sitting there in the cabin feeling all gloomy and doomy, and the door knocks, and I'm thinking, oh great, it's the guy again. And I answered the door, and it's 2 people with 2 Japanese red maples in their hand, and they said, hi, we're from the Japanese Red Maple Foundation or something like that. And I'm sitting there trying to process who these people are, because they were strangers to me, but the guy kind of looked familiar, and I just kind of sat there dumbfounded. And then the guy said, yeah, we're looking for a guy in a beaver coat or something like that. And I thought, oh man, somebody that watches our channel tracked us down and found our cabin. And it was like, and all of a sudden our friend Steve and Ann popped out from up above the driveway and said, got ya. And so it was pretty funny. But it was perfect timing, because I was kind of sitting there feeling crappy, and they came by, and just kind of lightened up my day. And then later on, another neighbor who lives up on the hill, a friend of ours, he came down and just to see how I was doing, and he stops by every once in a while. So it was nice to talk to somebody and just kind of get out of my funk. Now, even though I had my pistol with me and my pepper spray, that stuff's not coming out in a altercation like that. I'm not going to give up my freedom for some idiot that's up here, everything I've worked for. So, you know, it'd have to be somebody basically busting in the house to attack me and Jen, or if they're physically attacking us, then yes, I'm going to have to resort to pulling something out like that. But hopefully that's not going to happen, because that's just a terrible thought. I think what I'll do today is take and put a 55-gallon drum up inside the cabin for drinking water and cooking water, whatever. But I had this up there before for quite a while as an emergency supply of water. It's empty now, so I'm going to put maybe 35, 40 gallons in that and have that in the cabin. So when we get these temperatures in the teens, I have a little backup water up in the cabin. Now I do have another 500-gallon tank under the cabin, which is from the greenhouse. I brought it down just for the winter, so I'd have spare water that would be a little bit sheltered from the cold. Right now our main 500-gallon tank is right down there. It is full right now, but when we get down in the teens and stuff, I just, you know, you never know if something's going to freeze along the way. It's insulated, and then I have heat tape up further on the line, but I brought this 500-gallon tank down here just in case from the garden. Like I said, filled that up. We've been using that for anything from flushing the toilet to giving the chickens their water, and it's kind of got this blue foam just surrounding it to try to insulate it. And then our main pump is back here, covered for now with insulation and other stuff, and then a heat lamp on there. Eventually that will be all enclosed in a little room and insulated. Well, I think the snow is done for today, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to go into the cabin, clean up, and get some other stuff done, and then the next few days I'll probably put out another video and show you what we got hit with. And yeah, so I will see you next time, and have a good day.